Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. So this is going to be a super quick little video, and I'm just really going to be going over the core fundamentals of our Sun Salutation. So coming to the top of our mat here, and you're just going to take those feet about shoulder width apart. You're welcome just to pick up the toes, maybe replanting them nice and spread on your mat. I want you to allow those palms just to open up, just in your essence of surrender, in your essence of acceptance. And just taking a few breaths here, allow the shoulders just to roll down the back. Our Sun Salutations, I'm sure as you can tell by the name, is a salute to the sun. So we are finding that more yang energy, that little bit of fire with these Sun Salutations. So I'm going to guide these just to begin with. I'm not going to guide them with the breath. We're just going to do the movement. And then as we move on, we'll add in the breath once you kind of got the movements and the poses together. So in your own time, I want you to take the arms above the head. And you're going to take a fold forwards here. We're going to come into a little hanging fold. So I want you to take clasp with either elbow. A gentle bend comes into both knees, and you're just going to allow the head to drop between the arms. We're just going to take a few breaths here. Usually we do move quite quickly through this sequence, but as I said, we're taking it nice and slow just so we can get those poses. When you're ready, I want you to straighten out the legs. The hands are going to come either just to the toes, creating as much of a flat back as you can, or if that just isn't feeling comfy, just taking the hands onto the shins and just taking the gaze just to the top of the mat here. And again, just take a few breaths here. See how this shape feels in your body. This is our halfway lift. When you're ready, you're going to drop the hands onto the mat, stepping the feet out into a plank. And you've got a few options here to get down to the floor. So you're welcome just to drop the knees down. And from here, we're going to shift our weight forward, just so that the shoulders just come just over by the tips of your fingers. And from here, we're going to begin to bring a bend into the elbows so that the chin meets the earth first, then the chest, then the hips. And your other option from that plank position is quite similar, just with the knees off the earth. So we're going to tip our weight forwards again, taking a bend in the elbows, the chin comes down, the chest, the hips are always the last thing. So you can make your way down however feels best for you. And from here, we're going to press our way up into either a baby cobra, which is a deep bend through the elbows, the gaze is forwards or just to the top of the mat. Or you're welcome to press a little bit higher into a high cobra here. So there's still a gentle bend in the elbows, but there's squeezing those glutes, taking the gaze forwards. Again, maybe you try both, see which one you prefer. From here, we're going to come into our downward facing dog. So you're going to roll over the knees, tucking the toes, sending the hips into the sky. Allow the shoulders just to press towards the back of the room. And you're welcome to stay in stillness here, or maybe bringing a little pedal into the legs, so bending one knee after the other. Just taking a moment to open up the body here. From here, you're welcome to take a hop, a step, or a jump to bring both feet towards the hands at the top of the mat. And we're going to find that halfway lift again. So the hands are either going to come to the toes or the shins. We've got a nice flat back and the gaze is just at the top of the mat. When you're ready, you're going to take that fold again, gentle bend coming into the knees, taking clasp of either elbow, dropping the head between the arms. And nice and slowly beginning to stand. The arms come above the head, palms touch as we drop the hands just in front of the heart space. You're welcome to close down the eyes here, just taking a little moment, feeling into the body, the mind, and that little bit of active energy we have found. When you're ready, dropping your hands down by the side of you. So that is one full round of our Sun Salutation. And there were a few different variations of our Sun Salutations, but that really is our main one. Anything else is probably poses that you've done before, like going from the downward dog, maybe into a lunge. But as I said, that is our main Sun Salutation. So we are going to repeat that, and this time we're going to add in the breath. So if maybe you feel like you're not quite ready to add that breath in yet, you're more than welcome just to skip the video back and repeat that again as many times as you would like. Or you can join me as I guide you through the breath, and you're welcome just to ignore the cues and just enjoy the movement. You gain so many benefits just from the movement alone that you don't need to worry too much about the breath. It's just a really nice little extra to have. I also want you to remember that linking the breath and the movement, it can take quite a while, especially when I first started my Vinyasa practice. It at least took me a month, maybe 2 months to be able to do the movement with the breath and just make it flow nicely and feel really good. So like I said, if you do get lost, please do not worry at all. It is completely natural. So coming to the top of the mat again, lifting those toes if you would like to, just placing them back down. The palms open to the front of the room in your essence of surrender. You're welcome to close down the eyes just for a few breaths. And again, we're going to take this nice and slowly this time. On your next inhale, the arms come above the head. Exhaling as you take that fold forwards. Taking clasp of either elbow, gentle bend in both knees. Take a little hang here, take a few breaths. On your next inhale, you're going to come into that halfway lift. The legs are long. The hands meet the toes or the shins. Taking the gaze to the top of the mat. Again, take a few breaths here. On your next exhale, the hands drop to the earth, stepping the feet back. Make your way down onto your belly. Inhale as we find either that low cobra or high cobra, whatever feels best for you. And on your next exhale, you're going to come into that downward facing dog, rolling over the knees, tucking the toes, sending the hips to the sky. Again, we're going to be here for a few breaths. So you're welcome to take a little pedal, take anything you need. On your next exhale, you're going to step both feet towards the hands at the top of the mat. Inhaling as you halfway lift. Exhaling as you fold. And on your next inhale, the arms come up to stand. The palms touch as you exhale, the hands down to the heart space. Take a few moments here. You're welcome to close down the eyes. When you're ready, dropping the palms down by the sides of you. So that is our sun salutation with the breath added in. We did take it a little bit slow, and sometimes I think that can make it a little bit harder to guide with the breath, because usually we'd be doing inhale, the arms come up, the next exhale, you come down, a fluid movement with the breath. And that is what we are going to go into next. So it is a little bit quicker. So again, if you want to skip back and just go over that little chunk, you're more than welcome to, or you are more than welcome to join me for this next bit. It is just a little bit quicker, but this is our main sun salutation. This is in our vinyasa practice. More than likely, this is the kind of speed that you would be doing it at. So again, coming to stand at the top of your mat, the toes are nice and spread, the palms are open. When you are ready, allow your breath to guide this movement. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop the hands, step the feet, make your way down. Inhale into your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. On your next exhale, making your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming to stand, the arms come up. The palms touch, exhaling, hands to heart space. Again, just leaving those hands in front of the heart here. Just taking a few breaths, a little moment. Notice how that flow felt in your body. Finding that awareness, feeling the heat, maybe in the palms as they touch. Maybe you notice the heart rate has increased. When you're ready, drop the palms down by the sides of you and just have a little shake out, take anything you need here. So I'm going to leave this video here. Like I said, I just wanted it to be a quick little recap over our main sun salutations. And when you do a vinyasa practice, it may vary a little bit. You may have a few extra poses added in, but that will be the main flow of your sun salutations. So I really hope that's helped you and gave you a little bit more detail and maybe a little bit more confidence to know that you can practice this whenever you like, whether you are in a class or whether you've just woken up and you just want a quick little wiggle on your own. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon.